Welcome back to the Couch Potato Show. Me and Frank are back again without Eric because Eric is dead. No, not really. Episode 47?
Yep.
Damn. Getting up there. Almost to 50.
Almost a year.
Yeah, almost
52.
there. Back for episode 47. Lots to talk about this week. We have the NFL draft coming up next week. Talladega on Sunday. One of the best races of the year for NASCAR. Big championship title fight on Saturday night between Kamaru Usman and Jorge Masvidal. That we will sincerely miss Eric's preview for that, and we will most
Very
likely
much so.
mess up our picks because of it. We can talk some baseball. The Yankees are kind of back on track, playing competent baseball. So
There's a game right there. You guys
Yeah.
want to watch it? This
Yeah.
is what night is it?
is that Chapman?
Friday night's game.
Oh, Chapman.
It's Chappie. Let's see if he strikes out the side again, because he just strikes out everyone now. So that's fun.
Well, anyway, so we'll get started with picks from last week as we normally do. Episode 46, we had the Toyota Owners 400 at Richmond, which I got a point for that, I believe.
You did with I forgot who you
Yes.
picked.
Denny Hamlin
You did win that.
with the best finish out of 3 of our picks. Nobody took home the win there.
I forget who did actually win.
It was Alex Bowman.
Okay. Oh, now he wins.
Now he wins. So Bowman took home the dub at Richmond. Your Kyle Busch pick and Eric's Joey Logano pick go down the toilet. And then the UFC fight, we also have Whitaker over Gastelum, and Whitaker took home the dub. So point for everyone there.
Yeah, we all had Whitaker, so that was pretty easy, honestly.
Yeah. So the updated points, if I can find it, please correct me if I'm wrong. I have Eric at 62, and then me and you at 60.
I viewed 61.
I'm at 61, right? Because of NASCAR.
Yeah, I viewed 61.
62 for Eric, 61 for me, and you are at 60.
Yep.
Okay. UFC picks for this week. We have Kamaru Usman, Jorge Masvidal. Why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I'm going to take Usman. I think the odds are like ridiculously in Usman's favor, if I'm not mistaken. And again, last time we saw him fight, I think he just absolutely demolished whoever his opponent was. I forget who it was, but I just remember him being like completely dominant. So I'm going to stick with Usman here.
Yeah. Eric did send us our pick, so he's not completely dead. Eric did take Usman just because of just like you said, his dominance. Masvidal has been good. But Usman's just been one of those guys that's just
unbelievable.
Yeah. So for that reason, I'm gonna jump on the same boat and take Usman as well. Make it a clean sweep. So no blood for points there. NASCAR. Talladega. Geico 500.
The big one.
The big one. I will be in attendance.
We better get some live updates like I did for the Yankee game.
I will try. Apparently, I'm supposed to have garage passes, so
that would be cool. That's gonna be cool.
That could get interesting. But yeah, Talladega.
You gotta cover that for us then.
Shall see.
That'd be cool.
Talladega. Eric can't take Chase Elliott, and me and you cannot take Austin Dillon. That's it.
Oh, this is the one that this is the one we picked Austin Dillon for. Son of a bitch.
Free reign. Who you
I go first, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna take Denny Hamlin. He won here last year. I haven't picked him yet. He hasn't won a race yet. So I think he's gonna break that spell because I think he's too talented not to win a race at some point. So, and I haven't picked him yet. So let's see what happens.
Eric decided to take Kevin Harvick.
This guy.
interesting pick being that Kevin Harvick has been terrible this year.
For some reason, don't really have a reason for it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna take Ryan Blaney. Not that much of a limb, but I'm gonna take Ryan Blaney.
Well, he's won a couple times, so that's a good pick.
He's
won Talladega a couple times.
He's been really good at Talladega recently.
Yeah.
Won here in the summer race last year.
I think he won 2 in a row last year.
Yeah, well, he won once last year, and then the race before that, the year prior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he did win 2 in a row, and then Danny won the other one. But hopefully we get a good.
I think it'll be good. It's Talladega. It's never dull.
Okay, I'm excited. We're gonna get the big one, a couple big ones, biggest track in the NASCAR circuit. So I saw a stat today. It was like you can fit, I think it was 14 SEC football stadiums inside of Talladega.
It's an absurd stat.
14.
It's absurd. How long is it? 2 miles?
2.5.
2.5. Oh yeah. Jeez, that's massive.
Massive.
How big is what's the other super speedway? I forget.
Daytona?
Yeah, how big is Daytona? 2?
Daytona, like I think Daytona is also 2.5.
Okay. So that's massive. Jeez.
Talladega's a bigger 2.5. That makes sense.
It's like a bigger circumference.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha.
It's also wider.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So like, Daytona's like longer, but Talladega wider.
Yeah.
Because they're both 2.5. They're both 2.5. So. Okay. It'll be fun.
Sorry,
it's always interesting.
I found the statistic. It's 15.
Oh.
15 football stadiums.
Like the whole stadium, or like just the field?
The entire stadium.
Jeez, really?
I'm gonna send you the picture.
That's absurd.
It's amazing.
Yeah, please do. Please text it to me.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
really?
Talladega this weekend. I'm excited.
They have a number for me, so I'm a little dumb. I appreciate it.
Huh?
They numbered it for me because I'm a little dumb, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's unbelievable. And this is just like, this is inside the course too. This isn't like including like the walls or anything. This is just like.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. So those are Talladega picks. What else we got today? We can talk a little bit about baseball. Got the NFL draft we can talk about.
Yankees are down to their last strike, hopefully.
Indians are down to their last strike.
Hope you froze. There you go.
NFL draft.
So just gotta wait for Chappie to get it together.
All right.
Yep, draft is next Thursday. That'll be good.
Draft's always Thursday. I'm excited. Best night of the year.
You love the draft. You're a big draft guy.
Oh, the draft is my favorite sporting event. Throw out the World Series, throw out the Final Four, college football playoff, Super Bowl, whatever. The NFL draft is the best night of the year because you have no idea.
I would not agree with you. But.
You have no idea what the fuck is going to happen. The entire NFL world changes in one night. The course of NFL history.
I do agree with you that the NFL draft is like the most random draft. Like we've had NFL drafts where like literally everyone gets every pick wrong, so that's always fun.
Mm-hmm. It's
But
also,
the NBA draft is kind of random, but not really. Like you kind of know all the lottery picks, you just don't know what order.
NBA draft is different also because there's not as much trading. Like,
yeah, lots of trading in the NFL draft.
The NFL draft has a bunch of trading because it is 7 rounds.
It's a lot of picks.
Yeah. Also, side note, why doesn't the MLB allow you to trade draft picks? Which is stupid.
It's dumb. They also don't have a salary cap, which I think is weird.
Yeah.
There's just no salary cap, so like a team just go out and spend however much money they want.
Anyway, Yankees win, thank God.
Yankees win. Yep, 2 in a row. Streak. I think 3 is a streak.
3 is a streak. Sweep is when you win a series. When you sweep a series, then you can call it a streak.
Yeah. So. Tomorrow's pitching matchup's incredible.
Can we talk about the NFL draft, please?
Sorry, dude. The game's on. I'm sorry, it just ended.
Dude, turn it off. It just ended.
Bro, look at dude. I got my remote's over there.
All right.
Fine. You want me to get it? You want to get up mid-show?
Just pay attention. I don't have Eric to talk to if you're off looking at the Yankee game. It's me and you.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, the draft will be fun because the number one, the first and second picks are pretty much locked in. And then after that, it's just a clusterfuck. You have no idea what the hell is going to happen. Like the
Who's the second pick? The Jets.
The second pick was the Jets. Yeah. But
okay. Yeah, so they're drafting Zach Wilson. So
most likely that seems like the consensus pick. Yeah. But I know a ton of Falcons fans that are nervous as hell because they have no idea if their team is going to get their next franchise quarterback or if their team is going to get somebody that Matt Ryan can build with and maybe make another run at the Super Bowl. Like, no idea. Or they could just totally fuck up the pick and suck again. So
I'm Googling the order. Oh, they're picking 4?
4 and 9.
I think they, at 4 you could probably go. Well, like Fields probably is going to be there.
Fields is definitely going to be there. The question is going to be, a lot of people are thinking Mac Jones is going to go to the 49ers at 3. But a lot of people also
I don't
Trey Lance.
I don't see that personally.
So
I feel like you don't have to draft Mac Jones at 3. Like I feel like you could definitely wait if you.
I feel like you do. Because if you don't get him at 3, where are you going to get him?
Because I like 5 Bengals aren't picking him, 6 Dolphins aren't picking him, 7 the Lions aren't. Carolina just got Dalton. They just got Sam Dalton from the Jets.
Our mock drafts come out Thursday morning. Because I'm going to make you make one Wednesday night.
You always make me make one.
And I will guarantee you that the Panthers will be selecting a quarterback in my mock draft.
Why?
I have a lot
just got Sam Darnold.
I have a lot of inside sources that I would like to not share.
Inside sources?
My inside sources are second to none. So I will keep those sources to myself, and I will take my points from our mock draft when the time comes. Because I will be so right.
Well, dude, I don't see any of these teams taking quarterbacks.
Who's after the Panthers? 8. They're at 8, right?
Yeah, Broncos are after them. They have Drew Lock. They have a man crush on Drew Lock.
Drew Lock is not. Drew Lock sucks.
They love Drew Lock for no reason.
They do, but they could also get a quarterback.
They could. The Cowboys aren't picking them. They just picked up Dak.
No.
They locked him up. Giants aren't going to take him.
Mm-mm.
The Eagles might.
No, the Eagles won't.
You don't think so? I think
Jalen,
the Eagles get a quarterback.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, but I feel like they're more likely to take a quarterback than the Lions are, or the Panthers.
No.
Than the Panthers?
Eagles.
They just traded for somebody.
Panthers are going to take a quarterback. I will put money on it.
How much?
$5.
All right, I don't believe they take a quarterback. They just traded for Sam Darnold.
I will bet you take a quarterback.
I think they give Sam Darnold at least one season to actually play there.
Nope. Nope. You're wrong.
All right, let's keep going. Eagles could take a quarterback. Chargers won't. They just traded for Stafford.
Not a quarterback. The Eagles are going to take a wide receiver or a defensive player.
I could easily see the Eagles taking a quarterback.
They're not. They have Jalen Hurts. Why do they need a?
They don't, dude. He didn't play well last year. I don't know why everyone's like Jalen Hurts is so. He didn't play well.
The backup. He never got time. He never got reps with the first.
Yes, he did. He played 4 games or 5 games.
You get thrown into a fire. Okay, Eagles.
And what's the difference this year?
They were a dumpster fire last year.
And there'll be a dumpster fire this year. What's the difference?
It'll be a dumpster fire. It will be more of a dumpster fire if they draft a quarterback first round. I mean, what are we, the Packers?
I would love a competition for the Eagles.
Competition is one thing, but if you want to draft a quarterback in the first round, that's a different.
The Packers did it. Maybe it'll launch Jalen Hurts into being good. Did the same thing for Aaron Rodgers. He won an MVP.
Yeah, but what the Packers did was just flat out stupid.
It worked on Aaron Rodgers.
It didn't work because they didn't win a championship.
I mean, yeah, but Aaron Rodgers got an MVP award.
Yes, so which means that if they want to keep Rodgers, they now have to pay him more money.
Well, that sucks for them, but I'm just saying Rodgers played well.
He did.
Let's see who we got.
After the Eagles.
After the Eagles, the Chargers, they just traded for somebody. I forget who,
but they have Justin Herbert.
Oh, Justin Herbert. I'm thinking of who traded for Stafford?
Rams.
Vikings won't. They got Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots might.
Patriots are a team that might trade up. They're a team
yeah.
that I could see trade up with the Falcons, who are at 4. They could trade up and possibly go out and get somebody like
Trey Lance, probably.
If Trey Lance is there, if Mac Jones does go 3, Trey Lance is available at 4. They could trade up. They could also go Justin Fields
at 15.
No. If they trade up,
or trade up and take Justin Fields. Okay.
There's no way Justin Fields is there at 15.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think so.
There will easily be 5 quarterbacks taken in the top 10 picks.
Yeah. All right, and then we got Cardinals won't, Raiders won't, Dolphins won't, Washington might. Didn't they just trade for somebody? Who did they trade for?
They did, but the Raiders have a tendency of doing shit like this.
Yeah, they're pretty stupid. Washington might. I can see Washington taking quarterback.
Washington where they could also trade up.
I could definitely see them trading up to take quarterback. Yeah. Because
well,
they really don't have a quarterback right now, do they? It's that guy, Heineke.
No, they have Fitzmagic.
Oh, do they pick up Fitzmagic? Okay.
They have Fitzmagic, but I could see them trading up with I don't know, maybe the Panthers. If God forbid the Panthers decide not to take a quarterback, which they will, but if they decide not to, and they want to trade back, I think Washington could very easily slip in there.
I can see them trading with the Broncos. I thought the Broncos
are right before the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
That would be mayhem. If you had Washington, and then Dallas, and then
the Giants, yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Right after each other, that would be mayhem.
Yeah, they'd all be trying to figure out each other. That'd be fun.
That would be the most savage move if Washington did that, because Dallas is walking around like Mr. Big Shot because they have picks in front of the entire division, because that's what you want.
Well, they also think they're like still good.
Well, they always will.
It's like you're not really that good, but the entire division kind of sucks. So
Yeah.
who's the team with like no first round picks ever? I forget. Somebody traded like a bunch of first round picks.
The Rams don't because of the Jalen Ramsey trade.
Okay. No, I think there's like a team that like doesn't have first round picks for like 3 years because they traded all of them. I forget.
The Seahawks have a first round pick.
They don't. They traded theirs to the Jets.
Yeah, the Seahawks are a team that usually does that.
The
Patriots
Chiefs don't either.
usually trade away their picks, but obviously they still have theirs now, as of now. The Chiefs just traded out of the first round.
Yeah, they traded theirs to the Ravens.
That's all I can think of. There's not like one team.
So the Ravens have 2 first round picks.
Yeah, there's not one team that.
Didn't the Ravens? I don't know what I'm thinking of. Then I'm dumb. Didn't the Ravens just trade like one of their like O-linemen or something to the Chiefs?
Yeah, they traded away Orlando Brown. To the Chiefs.
Isn't he pretty good?
He is very good. Yes.
Yeah.
So that'll give.
That's a good pickup for them because they desperately needed an O-line.
That'll give Pat Mahomes some protection.
Because they just felt like cutting everybody for no reason.
Well, I gotta save money because now you gotta pay Mahomes.
Yeah, but like they cut like 3 of their linemen.
Because they have to pay Mahomes. That was the problem.
Yeah, I don't know. They cut like the one guy was like an all-pro, like 5-time all-pro lineman, and they just cut him. I was like, okay. All right.
Another thing it'll be interesting to see is when draft night does come around is the running back situation. Because
I don't see anyone running backs being taken. Like I've looked at like minimal mock drafts, and like I don't see running backs taken high at all. Like I don't really see
not
running
high.
backs up there.
What'll be interesting is if we see any running backs taken first round at all. I think Najee Harris is a guy that could go first round. I personally think he would be a perfect fit in Pittsburgh right now. I think they have the 22nd pick.
Didn't they just lose James Conner?
They did just lose James Conner, so they don't have a running back.
So there you go. See, Tyler, I know more about football than you think I do.
Well, I never doubted your football knowledge.
Yeah, you kind of did.
No, I was just asking you.
No, it's okay. I'm just messing. Where are they?
I know you've come a long way.
Pittsburgh has 24.
I was close. Yeah, that would be the spot for Najee Harris, I think.
That would be good.
That would be perfect for him. They don't really need anybody else. Like I said, I don't think.
Did they sign back Juju yet, or is he still out? Is he still out on the market?
No, they have Juju back.
They signed him back. Okay.
Yeah. So, I think Najee Harris would be perfect in that offense. And then guys like Travis Etienne, I would be surprised if he went in the first round, honestly. And then Trey Sermon is supposed to be Ohio State running back. Is supposed to be the third best running back in the draft.
He's supposed to be like.
I've seen mock drafts where he goes 4th round.
It's like there's no running backs here this year.
It's not that there's no running backs. It's that I think teams are learning.
Well, they're talented, right? And they're just not going to pick them for whatever reason.
Talented. I think teams are just learning that running backs aren't valuable.
They're not valuable. They're very easy replaceable. Like I love me some Saquon, but like so replaceable.
Don't get me wrong. I love Saquon, but honestly, I think Wayne Gallman, who's now with the 49ers, I think
they played better with Wayne Gallman on the team.
They did. I think Wayne Gallman was a better fit on the team.
Yeah.
I think Saquon just crazy. I'm not going to say he hogs the ball too much because it's not his decision, but I think
when you have a player like Saquon, you kind of have to give him the ball.
Right. I think when he's on the field, they're kind of one-dimensional, which leads me to this next point. The Giants don't need to, but if they wanted to, go after a wide receiver. Jalen Waddle would be perfect
That's what I've been saying. Like if Jalen Waddle's at 11, you take him. Like I don't care. You have to take him.
I'm not just saying wide receiver in general, because I don't think Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith, if they're available there, I don't think you should pick them. If Jalen Waddle is available at 11, you need to pick him because he's one of the fastest guys in the draft, number one. Number two, he will be the fastest player on the field no matter what, no matter who you're playing, unless you're playing the Chiefs. Number three, you need a deep threat because the Giants don't really have a deep threat.
Exactly. Like their biggest problem last year was like none of their receivers could ever create separation on anything. So like all the passes were in like such tiny windows that it was impossible to like do anything. And with Jalen Waddle's like kind of speed, like it'll be so much easier to like you said, like make deep throws and get like bigger margins in between their defenders because like that they couldn't do any of that last year. It was like the biggest problem for them on offense.
And the more you open up the field downfield, the more
the short game will be better too.
The more open the line of scrimmage will be for Saquon to just go off.
So, yeah. So like if you want to run like a play action and you can easily get Jalen Waddle down the field as well.
Yeah.
So like
that's easy.
He's so freaking fast.
Yeah. I think that would be the perfect pick for the Giants if he's available.
I could see them taking Devontae Smith as well, but I would like Jalen Waddle better there.
I would take Devontae Smith too, just because of just how flat out good he is.
Just how talented he is, yeah.
Yeah. But if it's between Devontae Smith and a position of like big need, like
an O-line?
Like an O-line. If like Rashawn Slater is there or Penei Sewell somehow drops, and Devontae Smith is also there, I'd rather not have Devontae Smith.
Because they need O-line desperately. Like the O-line is so bad.
Yeah, they do. But I think whatever they do in the first round, if they don't go offensive line in the first round, I would be very surprised if the next 3 picks weren't offensive line.
Yeah. Well, they need to do something over there. Like it was better last year than in previous years, but it was still like way below average. So
the defense is great. Defense is
great, yeah.
But the offense definitely needs a lot of work, and the offensive line definitely needs a lot of work. So.
Well, because they brought in Kenny Galladay, right? So if you bring in Kenny Galladay and he's healthy, and then you have Jalen Waddle on the team, that like immediately solves like your problems that you had last year.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so let's get into some baseball because it's baseball season. Why the fuck not?
Love baseball.
Yankees are getting better. Red Sox are getting worse.
Way better at bats last 2 nights.
The Dodgers and the Padres are still playing amazing baseball.
Well, the Padres' record isn't great, but that's only because they played the Dodgers 4 times.
I mean, they're 2-2.
Yeah. So like I think they're like 500 right now. I'll double check that. Hold on. They're 11-10. Sorry, because they won the night before.
Yeah.
11-10. They're playing again. I don't even know.
Yeah, they played last night. They're playing again tonight, and then.
Oh, this is awesome! All right, dude, that 3-game set, one of the most entertaining 3-game sets I've seen in a very long time. A very long time.
I don't think any April series has ever been that entertaining.
It felt like a league championship series.
It felt
like a playoff series.
It was a World Series game.
Yeah,
I mean, there was
incredible.
The play last night in the bottom of the 8th on the ground ball double play that the Padres got to end the inning. When that,
I did see that. That was Cronenworth, right?
Yeah, when that ball was hit to him, I don't know if this was just the audio guys turning up the audio of the fans or if it was just the flat out fans. That stadium got so loud as soon as that ball was hit because the place was just going apeshit crazy that it was a ground ball possible double play. They didn't even get the double play yet. Possible double play. That's the kind of electricity you get.
Well, did you see the play Mookie made in the last game of the 3-game set?
Yeah.
Holy crap! Oh my god, that stadium was silent. It was dead. I was like, oh my god, Mookie. Mookie really just called game and then left. It was awesome. Unbelievable.
Yeah, baseball is definitely
Tatis just went yard again.
He's so good. So good.
It's unbelievable.
Baseball.
The game now is just like so much better.
Yeah. There's so many we had that big rush of just like young talent like 2 or 3 years ago, which we get every 2 or 3 years, and we're getting it again now. And those guys that were like the Acuñas, the Sotos, the Judges, those guys, Ohtani, those guys are like coming into like superstars now. Just flat out.
Yeah, they're not like the rookies anymore, where you're like, oh, they're going to be good. Like now it's their game.
Yeah,
like now
and then you get in this new wave of talent, with guys like Tatis that are just unbelievable.
Tatis, that guy Jazz Chisholm from the Marlins is playing out of his mind. He's really good.
Yermin Mercedes.
Dude, you see, he was throwing like 90 the other night on the mound. I was like, oh my god, really? That was awesome. It was awesome.
The Williams Astudillo on the mound the other night.
Yeah. The guy, yeah. That was so funny.
So the Twins have this guy he's easily 600 pounds. And
what's his name again? The nickname? It's Turtle, isn't it? Whatever the word for turtle is in Spanish. Yeah.
And he went out for a relief appearance last year when the Twins were down by like 10 in one game, and he went out throwing as hard as he could, trying to be a superstar, and he got shelled. I think they put up 4 runs on one out. He recorded a third of an inning.
He was throwing pretty hard though. He was throwing like 85, I think.
Yeah, but then he was throwing 85. So he comes out the other night, and he's like, the first pitch he throws, goes back to 85, and he gets absolutely clobbered, and the ball goes just foul. So he looks up at the scoreboard. He's like, you can see him say it. He's like, oh, I'm done with that fast shit. So every single pitch after that, I don't think he touched 50.
I think he was throwing like 52 the entire rest of the night.
It was like
it was awesome
every single fucking time.
It was awesome.
And he struck. So I think he struck out the side.
Yeah, they didn't touch him. It was great.
Man, the guys didn't even know how to hit him.
It was like last year against the Yanks. I forget what team it was. It was when DJ hit like that home run off the pitch like 45 miles an hour. That was awesome. That was funny too. I forget who. Maybe the Jays. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember. And then you got that guy for Detroit, Baddoo, who's like doing something crazy every single night.
Akil Baddoo.
Yeah. Like his first 3 career games, he had like a home run one game. The next game he hit a walk-off single or something, and then I forget what did he get through the third game. But it was like 3 straight games. It's just like incredible stuff.
Yeah, so a lot of new talent coming in, a lot of new.
It's so much fun.
Great stuff. But to close out the show, I've got another top 5 for Frank. Just Frank this time. I wish you had Eric here because this is a good one that I think you guys both would really like this one, but Eric's missing out. That's his fault. So this week we got top 5 most debated sports topics.
Okay. All right. Well, the first one that popped in my head is a classic. It's the GOAT debate. LeBron versus Jordan.
That is number 1. Yes. The classic debate between who is the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan or LeBron James, will forever and always be the most debated topic in all of sports, easily.
Not even close.
Not even close. That's number 1. What else?
Okay. Now, New York sports-wise, it's always been the Yankees or the Mets. Not so much anymore because the Mets have been pretty crappy. So I don't think that's one of them.
Nope.
Um,
This is more. These are more.
This is more like.
These are more.
Like more.
Universal.
Okay, so not like regional. Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
This is more universal debates that I personally don't think we'll ever hear the end of.
Okay. Damn, it's a hard question. Okay.
It is. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
And I wish Eric was here, but.
Yeah. Top 5 debates. Greatest rivalry is a good one. That's always a classic one to debate.
That is a good one, but did not make the list.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. So you got 2, 3, 4, and 5 remaining. 2 of them are college sports related. One is NFL related, and one is baseball related.
Okay. So college sports related. I want to say it's like Duke or North Carolina because that's a pretty classic rivalry.
No.
College sports related.
I think you're on the track of like debating who's better. One of those debates.
Yeah.
You kind of have to think more outside the box than that.
More outside
the box. The 4 that we have. I would say 3 out of the 4 that we have remaining are not related to who is better.
Okay, so it's not like head-to-head stuff.
Right. No, it's not. None of them are head-to-head. The NBA GOAT one, that was head-to-head, but that was pretty much
that was head-to-head. So college sports is not head-to-head.
So when you think of college sports, what things are debated the most among?
Well, best fans are always debated. Best uniforms is a big one.
When you turn on First Take, are they really debating who the best fans are?
Well, no, but the fans debate who the best fans are. So when I turn on First Take, what are they arguing on in college basketball? Best player in college basketball a lot? Like who's the number 1 pick? That's always a big one.
A lot of the time that's consensus, though. There's not really much debate there.
Geez, I'm blanking right now. A big debate is always no, I don't want to say like the college decision process for a lot of guys because that's a lot of crystal ball stuff and all that bull crap. So that's not really one.
Yeah. Let me know if you need some help.
It's a hard question, man, because it's hard to.
It is tough.
It's hard to think of a debate topic.
It's so generalized.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I'm trying to think of the baseball one. I feel like I should definitely. Well, the baseball one's like, those are a lot of team stuff. But you said it's not teams.
Baseball in general. Don't think of teams. Don't think of players. Think of just the sport and the most debated topics in that sport.
All right. So in the sport now, the most debated topics are like length of game, like game time, length of games.
There you go.
Is that one?
That is number 4 on the list.
So that's one.
Length MLB game.
All right.
Yes. Number 4.
Okay.
That's the track you got to think on.
All right. Now, if I college sports, all right. Now I'm getting. So college sports, right? Biggest debate right now is if they should be paid or not.
There you go. There's number 5.
That's one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I got 3 out of 5 now. All right, now we're
3 out of
cooking.
5.
What was the other one? NFL, you said? One more college, one more
There's
NFL?
one more college one, which I will specify as college football, and then there is an NFL one.
Okay. So NFL, not team-based. I know the roughing the passer stuff's a big debate all the time, but I don't really think that would be a top 5 debate.
No, it is a good debate though, but I think everyone's
a lot of people are mad about
people
that.
are on the same plane about it. It's just the NFL that's not.
Just the NFLs are dumb. Okay.
Yeah.
Greatest quarterback of all time is always a big one.
Not much of a debate there. I think it's pretty consensus.
Okay. It's Tom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anybody who thinks it's not is just trying to push your buttons.
Yeah, it's just trying to be annoying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was on a roll. I was slowed down. NFL debate. Concussion stuff isn't really a debate. That's just fact at this point. All the people like to argue for being stupid. Maybe like the new.
I might give you the NFL one.
What about like the overtime rules? Those are pretty dumb.
They're dumb, but they're not debated. That's the problem.
Okay.
Because the overtime rules, everyone is in.
I feel like a lot of people talk about those.
They are, because everyone is in a consensus agreement that
Again, it's the NFL that's dumb.
NFL are stupid. The problem with the NFL is they think it's not. So while you're thinking of MLB game length and whether or not athletes should be paid in college, those are kind of rules that everyone's debating on. Everyone has different stances on it. The NFL rules that are messed up, everyone is one-sided, and then the other side is the NFL, which is the problem.
It's the same thing with the pass interference rules, so that wouldn't be one either.
Right. So the NFL draft. Sorry, I just fucking gave it away.
It's not you're good. Go ahead. I wouldn't have gotten it anyway.
All right. The NFL draft is number 3. No one agrees on anything when it comes to the NFL draft. Nothing.
I think just the entire NFL draft is just that debate.
Entire NFL draft, because when you open up when you turn on any sports channel or media site or whatever, everyone's giving their opinions. And if you look in the comments, everyone's telling them how wrong they are.
Everyone says how stupid these people are.
You cannot find 2 people that agree on the same 32 pick mock draft in the NFL. You won't.
No, it's impossible. No.
Impossible. So that is number 3.
What number do I have left? 3 or 2? 2. So college football. Number 2. Is it the eligibility rules? Because I know they have like super long eligibility rules for some reason.
It is not.
That's more the NFL actually. That's more the NFL.
The college football eligibility rules aren't really debated because.
Well, I mean for like the NFL, because don't they have to play like 3 years in college or something before they go to the NFL?
Yeah, that is a topic for a lot of people to complain about. But when it all comes down to it, do you really want a bunch of 18-year-old kids going out and playing in the NFL against adults, full-grown adults? It's one thing in the NBA. It's another thing in baseball when you have these young kids going.
Well, the NBA isn't as full content as the NFL is.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the NHL is different too, because the NHL is just such a different style of sport. Which you can have that, but the NFL, where it's just pure strength and aggression, you just can't. So
they're just maniacs in the NFL. So
yeah,
it's not gonna work. If you want to damage somebody's head like even more, then go ahead, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, college football debate. Oh, the playoffs.
Thank you.
The playoff stuff. Okay. That took me way too long.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
It took me way too long. It's late. It's 11 o'clock here.
I know.
So
Yeah, the college football playoff. It's a lot. A lot of people do agree that it should be longer, and then you can also. I can make a very easy case on why the playoff should be expanded. I could also make a very easy case on why it should not. So I
I'm on the expanded side, by the way.
I'm also on the expanded side, but I also understand and
I get where they're coming from. I just disagree with them. Like I understand their points.
Yeah.
Like I just don't agree with them.
So you have the expansion of the college football playoff, or whether or not you have that debate. You also have the entire season-long debate on who should be in the playoff,
Mm-hmm. And that's always like,
which then generates the argument of whether or not they should expand.
Yeah, it's exactly like as soon as it's like chosen, they're like, oh, they should expand it so this team can get in.
Yeah.
So
now,
makes sense.
One thing I was thinking about when making this was college basketball selection Sunday. And while
I don't know, that sounds big. I feel like
that's tough because a lot of those schools that you want to argue in or you want to argue out are smaller schools, and no one really gives a shit.
Yeah, unless it was like once in a while there's a big school. Like this year was Michigan State, and like Duke. Not really Duke. They didn't always shot, but
yeah,
Michigan State and like Kentucky. Not Kentucky. There's a couple big schools that were like, yeah, maybe. But usually it's like. Yeah, usually it's like mid majors. There's always a couple like big like Power 5 or 6 schools back in there. Not really though. Usually it's mid majors. So
no one
like
really.
Seton Hall, I know is always on. Seton Hall's constantly on the bubble, so like they're for me like they're always like in the argument. Like they're more on the bubble than like any team I remember ever. Like they're always in the bubble. It's ridiculous.
But also people don't. It's not also very debated because no one knows how to form their own opinion. If you look at who people think should be in or out of the tournament, they're always taking after somebody, whether it's Lenardi or somebody else.
Yeah.
They're always taking somebody else's opinion. No one can ever form their own opinion.
I think it's too. I don't know. I tend to disagree. I think it's more like everyone values something different, so like it's impossible to like debate like what the committee thinks because you have no idea like what they value. Like me, I always valued defensive stuff, so like I had a lot more like defensive teams in there.
Right.
Other people like might value like I don't know like 3-point shooting or something. So like they have a lot of 3-point shooters in there, and it's like impossible to actually like narrow down like a good answer because you all have like your personal preferences of like what do you like to watch. So I think that's like impossible.
Yeah.
So. Of course, I would have put Seton Hall in the tournament this year. What the hell are you doing, Joel? Come on. Get your head out of your ass. Selection committee, get your head out of your ass. Come on.
So that'll do it for this week's episode. Again, we miss Eric. Hope he's back next week. Otherwise, we're gonna kill him.
Miss you, Eric.
God, 1 year, 3 weeks from now, 1 year.
Getting there.
Episode 50.
Tyler, how the hell do you count? Do you know how many weeks are in a year, Tyler?
52.
How the hell do you count 3?
3 weeks from now.
We're on episode 47.
48, 49, 50.
Next week is 48. 52. There's 52 weeks in a year.
We've missed 2 episodes. We've missed 2 weeks.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I didn't know how many weeks. I don't know if we're just counting in terms of like episode weeks.
No.
I feel like we've missed more than 2 weeks of episodes.
All right, we'll debate this after we sign off. But I
don't know. I feel like we've missed more than 2 episodes.
No, we'll see you next week. Well, Eric is back and we talk about the everything that happened in the NFL draft because we will definitely be watching. So Frank, adios.